The year is 2013 and Pokémon X and Y has just come out. People are online sharing their experiences, their progress in Shiny Pokémon. And then suddenly a few images pop up. Some instances of people discovering Pokémon with no color at all, just monochrome, rarer than Shiny Pokémon. It's still up in the air whether these were just a really rare glitch or a hoax, but one thing was for certain, it wasn't an intentional feature. There was no mark indicating that these Pokémon were special, and they didn't stay monochromatic either, and shortly into the game's lifespan after some updates, reports of this stopped. While they aren't a real feature, I wanted to dive a bit into what could have happened if monochrome Pokémon were real. So starting off, how would Pokémon actually look in monochrome? We've seen a handful of monochrome Pokémon already thanks to the initial reports, but I've gone ahead and made some concepts for what other Pokémon could look like as monochrome. Honestly, it's exactly what you expect. They'd be in grayscale. There's not a lot of guessing or uncertainty when thinking about these. They all follow the same rule. For the most part, despite looking as expected, they look good. At least the ones I've shown so far. With the theming of this special appearance being so specific, it could cause a few visual clashes with these Pokemon's other forms. Subtlety has been an issue in the past with Shiny Pokemon, in which those situations could have been avoided, but with Monochrome, the limitation makes it so that in order to avoid it, the base or shiny appearances will need to change. And with the first instance of Monochrome being Generation 6, then this would probably mean that some Pokemon introduced in this gen or newer would have been altered to avoid such a clash. But the same can't be said for Pokemon that predate Monochrome, like Zebstrika, Zekrom, and Reshiram. While there is still a difference to the keen eye, it does have that risk of being too subtle, although Shiny Golden Go exists, so who knows what they'd do. Moving on, I wanted to think about how this could have been implemented to exist alongside Shinies. Unlike other roles a wild Pokemon could have, such as Pokerus and Alpha, Monochrome and Shiny both overrule the entire appearance of a Pokemon. It could work as a Shiny tier, where if the game rolls a Shiny, it would do a secondary roll to then up the tier to Monochrome. This could be done to match how rare they were in X and Y. Or Monochrome could just be a separate thing from Shinies. Which then begs the question, what would happen if a Pokemon rolls Shiny and Monochrome at the same time? Would one overlap the other? Or could they combine? This part is inspired by how the fan game Poke Farm works, where they have a separate form called Albino Pokemon. And when a Pokemon rolls both Shiny and Albino, it becomes melanistic. So maybe playing off a theme of photo editing from Monochrome, this could introduce something like negative colors or inverted Monochrome. And even after considering all of that, we then have to think about all the branching responses to this new feature. Would the games eventually see a Monochrome charm? Would they begin appearing in the TCG or anime? How would they even work in the manga? And would this pave the way for even more tiers of special Pokemon forms? And how would the community respond? A lot of new forms to hunt and go after? Or perhaps a new difficulty trophy after Shinies became much easier? Could this lead to Shiny Pokemon themselves becoming undermined though? And would people start resetting over Shiny Legendaries because it wasn't Monochrome or a higher tier? There's a lot to consider with this, but it's all up to interpretation. I just wanted to ramble about it and give some food for thought into another timeline where this glitch was an intended feature. So what did you think about the points I brought up? Was there something I didn't mention that you thought needed covering? Or do you disagree with one of my takes? Please let me know in the comments, I'd love to see a discussion come from this. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, it really helps me out a bunch. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.